you put the information that they collected into a database and send it somewhere?
I had to leave early, but I believe they did that afterwards when they went back to school.
Okay, great. So citizen science basically is citizens, everyone, students, coming together and recording data that they find in nature, recording information, and then sending this information to databases where they collect it, and then scientists can gather that data and do something with it. So for example, if we are, let's say, interested, I'm just going to talk about the monarchs, let's say the monarch butterflies, and I get to see it somewhere, it's flying here at the ENC. I can send that information to some citizen science website, in this case I will use probably Journey North, and send that information to them. They will map the location of that butterfly, and so other people can see their migration routes at the time of the year that the butterfly is moving in their migration that goes all the way from like Mexico to Canada, for example. And then they can see the patterns. And then they can also use that information to check with the climate too, to see how the global temperatures are changing and how the migration patterns are changing, or the quantity of butterflies that people see each year. So it's very powerful because it's just gathering data. Okay, and so this is basically what I told you, that citizen science engage people all ages, and you as a science teacher or as an English teacher or as a math teacher, you can use this information in all kinds of ways, and as a history teacher in your classroom. Okay, and then this is a little bit more of saying teachers can team, and then when they team, they can even collect more data, and every teacher, we know that everybody has their own strengths, so when they collaborate, the project can be even more powerful, right? And then it's used to promote scientific inquiry. Right now we are talking about STEM a lot in the classroom. We want to incorporate hands-on experiences for the students. Also, the students will be able to feel that they are contributing to a community of scientists, that their information matters, that they actually are doing something that is making a difference, because many times students just sit in the classroom and they are absorbing information and they are not able to contribute, right? And not only young students, but older students or older citizens makes them feel valuable, right, for this. And then in practice, it's important to do some planning. Some citizen science, let's say that we are observing birds around the school area, and we may need bird feeders, right? So maybe we may need to make them, right, be very creative with things that the students may bring to the classroom, or maybe we need certain materials and we need to write grants. So we need to know whether our project is actually need some kind of money, or if, we can go ahead and do it without that money or those efforts. If we want to do a butterfly garden to observe butterflies, that will need some planning. Sometimes the butterflies are migrating at certain seasons, and the data needs to be submitted different times of the year. So if the data needs to be submitted in September, late September, or early October, we need to know that we need to start with that citizen science project right away when the year starts. Because if we don't do it, then we miss the deadline, then that year we cannot obtain the information. So right before the school year, it's very important to know what citizen science are you planning to do, projects are you planning to do for the next year, and when are the deadlines. So for assessments, you can use all kinds of assessments if you're in a public school setting. And then you can use rubrics, participation grades, formal assessments to to know how much information are the students learning. So these are all the different resources of citizen science websites. This is just a few. There are hundreds. I will be sharing these slides with you, and I can email them to you. I haven't printed them out, but I have all these websites here printed out for you. So you can just take the websites, and if you want the whole presentation, just give me your email and I will send it to you. And so these are more resources. And these are some of the rewards from my experience in the classroom. This specific project, the children, they grew like the monarch butterflies in the classroom, and they released them. And so the teacher is just here, just sharing her experience with the kids to me. And with the emails, they were very happy. The students just we released the butterflies today. They were beautiful. What was happening during flying? Not sure if it needed or not. The students were so excited and glad that they traveled. So this really involves the students in the project. And not only butterflies, you can use other insects.
Great kids, right?
So Journey North also has a project that they can make their butterflies, like symbolic butterflies, and send it to students in Mexico, in Michoacan. So the students in Mexico are going to receive the butterflies that the students here make, and then the students in Mexico send the butterflies to the students here. So it's also like a cultural exchange, which is pretty neat. So these are some of the butterflies that the students created in the classroom, and then they were sent through Journey North to Mexico. And so I did the screenshots of the different websites. I've been talking about Journey North because this is the one that I'm most familiar with. This is the one, and here you can see the maps. Here you can report observations, and here you see the maps, and they don't only track monarch butterflies, they are really good at the monarchs, but they will track different species too, even whales. So this is another one, the Audubon Society. Those of you who work in here with the students, the UCIA students who need the hours, I think that a good species to work with will be the hummingbirds, because right now it's hummingbird season. Also the monarchs are good, and this is something that you want to look into. So I'm going to pass this around. So if you are going to be here, please just circle number 1 or put a star or whatever you want next to number 1 and number 2. Because those are the ones that you want to look at. I asked to bring a laptop if you could today, but if you didn't, this is something you can do. This is homework, something you can do. Okay.
Thanks.
And this is really neat because this one they are looking at the hummingbirds that we have actually at the ENC. So once you sign up with them, you have to sign up with all these different websites that collect data, and you will get like a confirmation letter, something like this. Once you sign up, this is an email that I got from them. And so this is another one. This one also is very interesting, and it's very true. They will give you very specific information on how to collect the data, which I really like. And some of the information is right here. Once you sign up, you can download it. The only downfall that I see with this is that if you are coming here, this want you to collect information only through 10 minutes and 3 times. So I understand that many of you need like 20 hours, right? So the other one would be better, the second one, because the second one you can collect information for up to 1 hour. the one in the out. Yes.
With the 10-minute one, what if they did 10 minutes like in each ecosystem here? Would that like extend it and be like valuable information?
Yes, 10 minutes.
10 minutes in the grassland, 10 minutes in like the riparian area, 10
Yes,
minutes
because
in
they
the
can.
coastal sage scrub.
That's a good point. That's
Yeah.
true because they can collect up to 7 different sites.
Awesome.
So they could do 10 minutes in different sites.
There you go.
And that can work, but it's only 3 times. They only want you
Oh, I
to
see.
do the collection 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
So they want to drink. They don't want any more for some reason. That's how they are doing it.
Oh,
So, but this is something that they can totally engage their students in because a classroom you need to take them outside of the classroom for only 10 minutes. That's something super doable with little kids. So they don't have to stay for a long time. And 3 days, you just expose them to the information and they can see that you are sharing that data with the scientists, which that will make them feel very important.
mm-hmm.
And these are the hummingbirds that we do have here. At the EMC, we have 2 types of hummingbirds. We have the Anna. We have many different, like 7 different types of hummingbird here in Orange County. But the ones at the EMC are the Anna and Allen's hummingbird. So if you have that, it's in the back of the website list. So if you can just put a star or circle them, please. Just the Anna and the Alex. I don't think we will be looking at the ruby-throated or the broad-tailed. And this is from an expert here who has been watching hummingbirds for a long time, from Leslie. She shared this information. And this is about, this other citizen science project is all about plants. So Lori is really great at this one, but I'm going to continue, and
Okay.
then you can talk about this one. This one is super interesting, science starter. Here you see that it says enter a location. You enter your zip code, and then select a topic and find a project. So you can find projects, citizen science projects, all over the world. And they don't have to be like about butterflies or hummingbirds, they can be about anything, even collecting information from signals from space. Okay, so it's really, really interesting. And this is the Lost Ladybug project. If you find that around wherever you're working or studying, you find ladybugs, this is somewhere where you got kids love ladybugs. We don't have I haven't seen many ladybugs here.
I have not either.
No,
Here at the NC? or
Yeah.
at the
Orange
ENC.
County?
Oh, I've seen them in Orange County,
In Orange County.
but not so much here for some reason.
Mhm.
I've seen the
Butterflies.
larva
Yeah, the larvae
Here.
Okay.
on the bay, but
must
not.
be finding some other
They
type
leave.
of food somewhere else.
They're like, we're out of here.
Because it's
Too
cool
many.
here. I know they like that.
So that's about it. That's about the whole presentation. I am just going to go really quick into finding some bookmarks and getting actually into these websites like Journey North, for example. And let's say that I want to record the monarch butterfly and I have something to report. I will go right there. And so I'm already, I have a password for this. You have to sign in for all of them. So it will tell me where am I, and then I will write, I come from Florida, so there's that's in Miami Beach, but here,
Mhm. Yeah, different zip, for sure. Probably wouldn't see some.
so there, And then it says, what did you see? That they have made this so much easier. Like lately, they have changed the interface. So what did you see? Report any species, right? And then it's probably from the list that they have. I don't think that, I'm not too aware of like them just getting, it says any species, so I'll have to, I don't know, I'll have to call them, I guess, to figure out if, but I will report here the species that they have, you know, and the comments. And then you submit the report. And then with that report,
Where do you enter the species that you
It's-
saw?
It says any,
Like,
what,
click on that,
what
would it
did
give
you
you
see?
any
Practice
option?
report.
maybe in the comments?
Probably. They have changed this just now, like not too long ago. Okay, and then let's see if I have any of my sites. I'm just going to go ahead and show you the maps so you can see how what the reports look like. These are the reports for the monarchs. And that's in winter to see the,
So is this just your observations or?
no, these are different people's. Actually, this one is my observation.
Mm-hmm.
It's a monarch fluttering by Huntington Beach Central Park. This one is mine, but these are other people's. This is one. Because this is not the season for the monarchs here.
And it's up to date then, it's,
It's up to date.
so
This
those
is
triangles,
from-
those spots, those sightings are just like this month or something.
Yes, these are
I
all,
see.
and you can see the triangle.
Wait.
There's a legend right here. You can see the triangle and the legend. And then in Mexico, you will see many because this is the time of the year that they are there. Estimated 200 million monarchs.
I wonder if you went to Audubon, how many more
So-
marks there would be above Journey North City?
This is an amazing picture.
Yeah, they look like leaves hanging.
Insane.
So this is the time when they are there.
Journey North is generally the accepted like place to put your monarch sightings because I work with the Monarch Joint Venture and that's what they want us to do through that website. So
Okay.
if
so
you're doing
that's-
monarchs, that's the deal, the real deal.
The Journey North does other animals and species?
It does,
So,
it does.
so monarch is a specific.
It tells you here what to report, right? This is all about the monarch butterflies, but you can report many different species. Let me see if we have.
So you can report like whether it's an adult, whether you see the larva, whether you see its host plant, all those things are in there, I believe, right?
Yes.
So you guys all know what the caterpillars look like for the monarch, right? Yes.
I can show you pictures.
Not
So
like
these
a
are
monarch.
these are all the different species that you can report using Journey North. But I wouldn't report our hummingbirds here because they are looking for the ruby red. They are not looking for the ones we have here. So this is the Send a Monarch to Mexico. This is about the kids, the intercultural exchange. Gray whales. Songbird migration. Bald eagles, if you go to Big Bear. And this is from spring 2017, the reports now, but previous maps show great quantities of sightings.
Maybe fall 2016 or something.
Yes, they have
At the very top, there was a link for past seasons.
past seasons, okay. That's exactly here.
Darn it.
Oh, because she has to put it on password.
you can see, it's not approved.
Just say add website.
Website,
Oh, parental controls. Oh.
okay, anyway, if you go back, you're going to see great quantities of information. Right now it's not the season, so there is very little information, but you're going to see how they migrate throughout the year. It's very interesting.
It lets you know what season or what, like if I were to assign this class, or I'm Northern Orange County, you seldom see Martin Planner Park classes, it's like a big thing, we see it